Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 2019 with me, Kevin Sawyer. Hope you guys and girls are all well and enjoying your day, whatever you're up to. Right, this is a little quick intro to what's going on. Me and Sinky are going to be doing a multiplayer session. In fact, I was saying we've done the multiplayer section. I initially did do an intro before this all started, but the sound didn't record, or the mic sound didn't record, so I have to redo it. Just to show you guys and girls around what I've done so far before multiplayer off screen. I've introduced some cows, because the way that cows work in this, they don't start producing milk straight away. They have to wait to get to a certain weight and age before they become milk bearing cattle, and they have to be fertile and stuff like that. They have to give birth to cows, and etc, etc, etc. You can get the cows, you can get sort of like males and females. I think I've got a bit of everything. Let's have a quick look down here. Yeah, see, I've got a couple of males there. And a couple of females. The male cows don't produce milk, obviously. They just fatten up. But we can sell them on later on. That's the plan. It gives me. I got the cows more or less just so start producing some slurry and some manure. I've got sheep as well. We head over to the sheep farm. The sheep pasture, I should say. Over here, got some sheep. Now, the long-term plan is, if I go to lands, as you can see, I've sold. Well, it's all ours again, but I sell that off again. And don't really need that. What I'm planning to do is, I discussed this with Sinky earlier. What I was planning on doing is actually, at some point, giving him a farm, and on the multiplayer I did try it out, and so he could sort of like see what my future plans were. Now, this is something which is it's not going to happen sort of now, but in the future. May not necessarily be on this map, but on a map that's similar to it, British map, hopefully, if there's one available. Is eventually, it's in the back of my mind. I was toying with sort of like signing up for Patreon, and then sort of like people that subscribe to a certain tier of Patreon, then get given their own farms to work with, and sort of like long-term administration people that have supported the channel one way or another will get given their own farm to work with. It's just we need a map where it's going to allow for 2 or 3 different farms to be built. This one sort of doesn't really lend itself to that. You could probably do that if you can find some low-lying land around here. You could probably make up your own little farm somewhere. But that aside, as I say, what I'll do is I'll do a time lapse for the sort of bits and pieces of footage I caught whilst playing multiplayer with Sinky, and then I'll come back at the end with some more commentary, just to sort of like tell you how it all went. So I'll see you at the end, or speak to you at the end. I'll see you then. Right, guys, as you can see, we've done a fair amount of sale. Although the time hasn't changed, it's because, as I say, I had to do the intro after we did the MP session of it. I initially did it beforehand, but because the mic wasn't on, I had to re-record. We've already sort of like, well, I've already made a start on this field. I got Sinky, as you saw in the video, to sort of like help out with the collecting of the straw on field 1. And he sort of like, he started doing harvesting over on this field 15. The good and bad, the ugly of this thing, it's not a bad thing, it's just the brakes. Once it's got a full grain of harvest in it, if you park it so it's facing up or down a hill, it just, even once you park it, you get out, you see it start sliding down the hill or rolling down the hill. And it just can't, it can't actually, you can't stop it. So, that's Sinky, by the way, he's asked, I didn't see what that said, but he's just popped in to see what's going on. So, but me and him have been working away, and like long-term plans, hopefully next weekend, if time permits and everything else permits, I'm planning, now we've got a lot of things ironed out, we're gonna have, I'm gonna try and do a live stream multiplayer. Be warned, there will be a fair amount of mods which you're gonna have to download from the mod hub. From what Sinky was telling me, it's plus 60 mods on the mod hub, and all the non-mod hub mods I will leave a link in a Dropbox down below and in the future stream as well, for any changes, so you guys can jump in and have a go as well. So hopefully I can, you know, if you see him pop up with me live streaming Farm Simulator, you know what the trick is already. But again, guys and girls, thank you for taking time and stopping by and watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to like. If you didn't enjoy it for any reason at all, please feel free to dislike. Leave comments either way, so at least then I'll know how to improve in the future. If you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, guys and girls, please feel free to share. It helps me out a lot. I don't mind you sharing. And if you're new to my channel, you'll see future episodes of this or anything else I'm working on. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so then you're aware as soon as I upload a video. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.